What kind of life us Christians should live? The life of those who believe and follow Christ is different from that of the people of the world. Their old self, in other words, former way of life has died with Christ when they became Christians. In Romans chapter 6, and the verses 6, the Apostle Paul said, "For we know that our old self was crucified with him, so that the body ruled by sin might be done away with, that we should no longer be slaves to sin." It is clear that the old self is the old being that died, our former self that was a slave of sin. So what kind of life is expected of true Christians? Here in Ephesians chapter 4, and the verses 21 to 24, in the Holman Christian Standard Bible. Assuming you heard about him and were taught by him, because the truth is in Jesus. You took off your former way of life, the old self that is corrupted by deceitful desires. You are being renewed in the spirit of your minds. You put on the new self, the one created according to God's likeness and righteousness and purity of the truth. So, us Christians are expected to live a new life, which is one in the image of God in holiness. Even though we still dwell in this wicked world, we should not conform to the culture of the people of the world. Apostle Paul has advised us, in Romans 12 and the verses 2, in New Living Translation. Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person, by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing, and perfect. Most of the people in this world are engaged in their sinful desires. But us true Christians are encouraged not to copy those sinful behaviors and live a crooked life, but to love God. His plans for us, who love Him, are for our own good,